gentlemen, we are joined by my boy, MATTCS. Thank you so much for coming onto the podcast. Man, huge YouTuber, 402,000 subscribers. Dude, welcome to the podcast. Thank you so much for being here, dude.
Thanks, Jack. Almost about to be 400,000 again.
Hey, we're only going back up, though. We've got to go back up, man. We've got to bring it back up. Hit the 420, dude. 420? That's a good number.
I can't really quit before I hit that, to be honest.
I think as a man
from keep it real.
The Netherlands, the Amsterdam, you got to be hitting that 420, man.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's true.
Absolutely, man. So, dude, thank you so much for coming onto the GFreak Speaks podcast, episode 6. Tell me a bit about yourself for people that don't know. So, you're from Amsterdam. Tell me about yourself, how you grew up and whatnot. You know, we've got plenty of time. Take your time and go from there, brother.
Right. So I'm Matt. I'm 22 years old. I've been doing YouTube for, I don't know, as long as I can remember, but I've had the MATTCS channel for about 7 years. I don't know, 6 or 7. I recently kind of took a break on it. I kind of want to figure out what I really want to do in terms of content or what I want to do in general. So yeah, I've been doing that for a while. I've made a huge fitness transformation and I love spreading awareness about mental health, physical health, and that's something I love sharing with my viewers on my side channel, and that's still something I do. But for the main channel, as I said, I'm about to approach 400,000 again. I reached 404,000, but it's on a slow decline unless I make a comeback, which I might have to do to reach the big 420.
So how did you get into gaming, my man? So obviously MATTCS, it started with Counter-Strike, I would assume.
Yeah, definitely. That was the first game that I played on that channel. That's not actually true because the channel was called Pixel. I'm just agreeing way too easily on that.
Okay.
But I mean, MATTCS does make sense. No, when I did change my name to MATTCS though, it was Counter-Strike. But before I changed it to CS, the channel name was Pixel Hero. And I would upload H1Z1 videos. And it was actually like live streaming on Twitch, but I get pissed off because I only had like 5 viewers if I was lucky. It's like, well, what if I start making YouTube videos and that way get more viewers on my Twitch? So I did that and slowly enrolled into Counter-Strike and eventually led up to making a few viral videos, and now I'm here with the name MATTCS because I changed it after turning to Counter-Strike, and yeah, it's been a wild ride, and I'm very thankful to have been on it.
No, that's awesome, man. And it's a different journey as well. Like going from Twitch streaming to now YouTube, and you've been doing it for 6 years. So you started when you were 16, man. Doing the math on that, the quick math. Is this your full-time job, out of curiosity?
Yeah, YouTube has been my full-time job ever since I quit school, which was in 2018.
Yep.
So about 4 years ago, I went full-time into YouTube. Now, as of a year or so ago, I kind of left YouTube for what it is and moved on to different things. I now work on making businesses. I'm working on a few very interesting projects at the moment that don't necessarily have to do with YouTube, but still make sure that I'm doing something I'm passionate about. On the side, I'm still doing YouTube videos. As I said, like more of a vlog type content. I take my camera with me when I go to the gym. I share my lifestyle, what I eat in a day, just some mental notes that I quickly want to drop if I have something to say, that kind of stuff. But Counter-Strike is something I outgrew. I mean, you figure if you play a game for 6 years, you kind of get bored of it. And that's exactly what I ran into. And I never really changed into any other game that I thought I would be able to play for a long time. Obviously, I like playing other games. Currently, I play a little bit of Minecraft and Warzone. Just some laid back games, to be honest. Some chill stuff. And yeah, man, that's how I got like kind of out of Counter-Strike. But before I had this channel, I had way more channels. I think the first video I published on YouTube was like in 2011. It would just be like the stop motion video. I had a camera that didn't have a microphone. I was like, well, I still want to make videos,
Yeah.
but if they don't have a microphone, it's just boring. So I would take photos of me going around the house, moving things frame by frame, putting it all together, putting a song under it. Those were my first videos, 2011, 2010 or something.
Have you ever seen a series called Pengu?
Yeah, I've seen the Clay series. Yeah.
That's literally what you were doing, man. Like, that
Mm-hmm.
where did that? Do you know where that TV series developed?
Probably in Australia, huh?
I don't know. Well, have you?
I don't know.
You've seen it, but you've seen it, man. So how?
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
way. I'm gonna look that up because that's no way that was developed in Australia. No way.
I'm not sure. I thought it was like a trick question because you knew for some reason.
No. I don't know. Pingu. What would I search? Where?
Where was Pengu made? It's the same as Wallace and Gromit. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, I know that, man.
Yeah.
It's Swish
Also Clay
British.
series, like
Swish. 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 I can't say it, man.
Swish British. Swish British.
Swiss British. There we go. We got it. We got there. That's what it is. Pengu. So, but it's interesting that you've seen it. Obviously, it just spreads across the world. That was a big show, as well as Wallace and Gromit. Wallace was always. Is that the guy, the dog and the dude with the overalls?
Yeah. The bald. I think the guy's bald. Dude,
Yeah.
that's been so long ago. Yeah, the dog and the bald guy with his weird bed and his alarm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
I don't know where I got the inspiration from to make stop motions, but actually, I probably have seen it on YouTube back in the day. I just copied someone.
Yeah, just make it into your own version and whatnot, and
Yeah.
go from there. So, growing up in Amsterdam, I know that you probably haven't grown up anywhere else, but what is it like growing up? So, as a kid, are you expected to do? You're obviously expected to do really well at school. It's a different culture with fitness. I know that you guys are always riding bikes around everywhere.
Yeah.
Was my friend Olaf, who lives in the Netherlands as well. He tells me about it as well. And the culture there seems amazing, and I know that when he came here, he was 16, and you're allowed to drink there at 16, aren't you?
Yeah, but I mean, that was quite some time ago already, but
Yep.
yeah, you were allowed to drink at 16 some time ago.
Oh, so they changed it
though. Yeah, they changed it.
What's 18. It now? 18?
18, yeah.
How long
16
ago?
16 is weird. I think it's such a weird. I honestly don't know. It must have been 6 to 8 years ago already. Like it's been quite a while ago since they changed that.
All right, yeah, I reckon, 8 years, I reckon, because he came over here and he'd go to the cricket club and whatnot or whatever, and he'd be having bevies, and he's like, well, in my country it's legal, but in Australia it's not, because you have to be 18. But I think he was 17, so he's in between of both, on the cusp of both. But yeah, that was a quite a funny thing. But yeah, so growing up, were you always outdoors playing sport? I don't know what the dominant sport is over there. As well as when were you introduced into video games? Was it by your parents, your friends, your neighbor? I really want to know, and I'm sure the people listening would want to know as well.
Yeah, so how I got introduced to gaming is by the Nintendo 64. But before I go into actually, that's not even true. I actually had a Game Boy before that. But before I get into the gaming aspect, I want to say that I'm very thankful I grew up in the playground opposed to like the Instagram Explore feed.
Yeah.
Because I'm at the age, I'm 22, which is the age where you grew up as a kid on the internet revolution, but you still had that feeling what it's like of not being online all the time. So I as a kid, I was outdoors a lot. I was very creative. I love being outdoors a lot. But then I slowly got introduced to gaming on the Game Boy, on the Nintendo DS, and eventually also the PC. The first PC game that I played, I remember, is Harry Potter, and I don't know which edition it was, but I remember you just ran around and collect some beans and do the quests and stuff.
Oh, I
it was
remember that game.
Very fun.
Yeah.
I love that. I love playing that game. That was my first game that I actually recall, which was a big title. I mean, I've had some smaller Dutch games, but that was the biggest title I played back in the day.
Philosopher's Stone,
Yeah,
2001.
that's it. Yeah.
2001,
Yeah,
man.
2000.
I remember playing that, dude, as well.
Damn,
We're a similar age,
2001,
man. I know, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm 20. I turned 25 on Wednesday, like a few days ago now for me, 2 days for you. But yeah, I remember
Happy
playing
belated
that.
birthday.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm looking pretty good for 25, aren't I, bro?
Yeah, you look younger. You look younger.
Younger. Nah, you're gassing me, man.
Yeah.
You're gassing me up. You're gassing me too much, man. I didn't know you were 22 though. Honestly, bro, I didn't know you were 22.
What would you say? Would you say like 27, 28? No, I'm joking.
Well, I thought with the size of your YouTube channel and stuff, you were like just a little bit older, and that was the only thing I was basing it. Because I didn't know what you looked like. It was when I first came across you,
Right.
which we'll get into soon. I know that's a big one. I never saw your face. I didn't know your face back in 2018. Did you ever show your face in 2018?
No, thank God I didn't.
Yeah. So
I was
that's
so overweight, bro.
So that's the thing, man. So I never knew what you looked like. All I heard was your voice that I'm hearing right now. I could never put a face to the voice. And so when I was looking through, I'm like, dude, this guy is just like swagger souls. He just has no face. The man has no face, man. But here we are. Here we are some years later, 3 years later, and we've got the face reveal live on this stream. Here we go.
Yep. For you, it is. I mean, you've probably seen my face somewhere before. Or is this the first time you've actually seen me? Because I don't show it in my videos that often.
Yeah. This is a sneak peek. This is exclusivity then. We got something.
No,
here,
that's not exclusive at all, man. I've shown my face in recent videos.
Don't show it off.
I've shown it. I'll delete the video, so this will be exclusive.
Oh, there we go. That's huge. There we go.
Yep.
That's
marketing 101.
That's huge love for the GFreak. No, well, this is the first time you're seeing my face without character. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I was a little bit like, wait, is that you?
Yeah,
like,
you were like wigging out at the start of this before our intro. You were like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, dude. So wait, what was it? What was the first interaction that we had? Because I remember that I made a video where I was donating to streamers, and I came across your channel, but I completely forgot this interaction because I was just all over the place back then.
Yeah, so...
But it must have left a bigger print for you than it had for me.
Oh, of course, man. Of course. Dude, you popped 500 USD into my pocket, bro. And still today, that's still my biggest donation. I haven't had anything near that. I might have had like 100, but I haven't had anything near that since, man. And you helped me build my first PC, man. As well as some other people. And I'm ever so grateful for that. You know, I'm just trying to think, there's one component in this current PC that's still from my first PC, which is the SSD, the Kingston drive that I have, man. So I'm so thankful of that, man. You know, we upgraded. We actually just got a 3080, a Aorus 3080 the other day. Dude, the thing is like it's a 32 centimeter shoe box, man. It's just huge. But that's also thanks to my community that, you know, are extremely generous. And my Twitch money, I don't even, or now my Facebook, but I don't even spend it. I literally save it, and if I need something, I'll just dip into my PayPal, which is from that, and it's like no money out of my pocket type of thing, and I'm so grateful for it. But we came across back in 2018 when I first started streaming in like February. You donated to me in April, and I know that I went to look back. I'm glad I downloaded the video before you removed it. I'm so happy because I still have it. I still have the video, man. And you came into the channel and you were like, oh, look at this guy, right? I obviously stood out, and I was playing Fortnite because that's when it was big at the time. And you came along and ended up saying, pick 5 numbers between 1 and 25, because you had a 5x5 grid, like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dude,
that video, I think I didn't even delete it. I think it got taken down.
Oh, really?
I must have gotten copyright strike because I don't recall taking a video down.
Okay.
Because those videos were great.
Yeah.
I love making them too.
Well, that's
so
it,
I had
man.
a grid.
Yeah, it was some grid, man. Dude, it was a grid, and you donated to me. And then, do you remember that when you donated something small to me, right? I picked something right. It was like you did a small donation to start with to test the waters. and you donated to me, and you're like, oh, I love this guy's hype. You know how I had the flashing DJ
Mm-hmm.
scene and stuff. So hey, nowadays we've got actually proper 3D. We got some proper decks, man, and all the cool disco going on now, compared to like the GIF that would just play in the background. But yeah, you donated to me. You love the hype. You love the energy. And then you did it again because I won another number, and I got all the numbers in the green. And then you ended up saying stuff, and I'm going to give him a little bit extra. And then I wanted to give him a little bit extra again because of just how hype I was, man. And I was just like, holy shit, man, this guy just throwing cash at me. At the time, I was new. I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing coming in and throwing cash at me? But yeah, dude, I was so grateful for that, man, because it was something like I went and told my mum after the show. I'm like, Mum. She was like in bed, like on the way of going to sleep. I'm like, Mum, this guy just called MATTCS down, sent me 500 USD to me.
Yo,
crazy,
that's hilarious, dude.
And I know that,
That's
like, I
fucking
chatted
funny.
to you after, and we've kind of kept a little bit of a connection and stuff like that. So crazy, man. Small world in a way. But once again, super thankful for that day, man. That was insane. I still remember it, and I'm so glad I kept the video because obviously you said it got taken down, so probably for gambling stuff. But yeah, that's how we met, man.
That's dope. Yeah, I love hearing it from your perspective as well. Because it's been a while ago for me. Like I don't fully recall it, but it's such a I think it's called flashbulb or flashbulb, like where you remember the exact moment and everything that happened around you when it happened. If it's such like a big impact, like that's just, I don't know. I like hearing that a lot. I'm very happy you put it to a great cause to even put straight up back into your stream and providing for your community. Like that's the best thing that I can hear. So I'm very happy to hear that.
Yeah, look, man, everything that personally I get from Twitch, I literally just, get graphics, get PC upgrades. It's just something that I'm in a really good position. Like, I'm not a massive streamer. I won't gas myself up. I'm just the mediocre streamer that just has a good time. I've seen a lot of people come and go in the community, and it's crazy how many people come and go. They sit on 10 viewers and whatnot, and I understand that struggle. And currently, now on Facebook, it's 3, 5, and 10 that I sit on and stuff. And at the moment, I kind of really don't care. It's just having a good time.
Yeah.
And this podcast is a big project of mine because I just like talking. I'm a talker. I enjoy finding out people's background, and I just have a curiosity for where you came from and everyone else's origin story, because most likely they wouldn't have been on a podcast to explain their perspective and point of view growing up.
Right.
So that's why I get people on, man. And once again, grateful that you're on, man. So thank you for your time, dude. But
yeah, dude, you're welcome. I think it's great to be on podcasts. I haven't been on that many, and most of them have been like kind of about a topic.
Yeah.
And this is like kind of more of a chill vibe. So I like that too.
No, that's good, man. That's good. Look, we'll move on from that. So going from gaming in Harry Potter and being outside and stuff, and always like wanting to be outside, run me through the pressure of making YouTube videos and getting an income from that. Because I know that with a YouTube video, it's tough. So tell me about it, man. I'd like to know.
It happened by accident. So obviously I just started off. I wanted to create and I wanted to get recognition for it. I now see that you should just create without getting anything in return. If you do that, then you know you're doing the right thing. Back then I kind of obviously wanted my stuff to be seen. So I started on Twitch, but I had no views. So I started uploading to YouTube in order to get some views, to get more viewers on Twitch. Then eventually that led to me doing more with YouTube and finding that really fun again, as I've done it in the past, but nothing serious. I slowly got into Counter-Strike because some of my friends played it, and I would one day I would play Adventure Capitalist, which is like a clicker game on Steam. Super simple, super boring, like cookie clicker. And I would use Cheat Engine to speed it up because I just wanted my progress to be faster. It's so stupid and so innocent, but I ran Cheat Engine and Adventure Capitalist at the same time while playing Counter-Strike. Like I had Cheat Engine and Counter-Strike open at the same time. So my Counter-Strike got VAC banned falsely, and I ended up making a video about it, how I got my VAC ban removed, because the VAC ban did actually end up getting removed. So that was my first viral video. And from that moment on, I spiraled into getting more and more recognition on YouTube. I would slowly get into scammer trolling on Steam. And that was the first series directly related from skins, Counter-Strike, and sponsors that would be attracted to those videos. With obviously, if I'm doing skin related topics with all these Counter-Strike websites, trading sites, gambling sites, whatnot, they all want to be on those videos, because this is the type of content they need for their product to do well. Those videos really took off, and yeah, that eventually led to me making enough to quit my side job, which was me working in a grocery store, and eventually to making like enough to take a gap year in my studies. This all happened super quick, which I think is still weird. I never went back to the study, by the way. It was audiovisual specialization, photography and video. I mean, pretty related to what I do now, or what I used to do with videos on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, getting that income from YouTube from doing something creative is a little bit of a struggle, because if you do something creative for a living and now you're expected to you get to the point where you have to do it in order to make money, it kind of puts pressure on the creativity, because you have to perform. If you don't perform, you're going to fall off, and I don't know, it's just kind of a tough pill to swallow, because if you want to get paid, it takes away from your creativity. And I don't know, that's just it's kind of hard to deal with that, especially when you just get into it.
Yeah, it's a reality check for people that really want to get into this. I think I have never done it full time. I've always been working, and this has just been a side thing that I have fun with and enjoy. And I'm thankful that I can enjoy it. Just rock up, enjoy the game. Sometimes I get over games, but for the people that play it day in, day out, like sometimes you wish that you could do that, but then when the opportunity presents itself to be able to play the game all day, every day, you're like, this is boring. So you understand and feel sorry for the people that can't move from game because they'll lose viewership and stuff. And that's why it comes into being able to multi-stream or like multi-platform and grow your audiences on YouTube and whatever live stream you do, if you do live streams. But it's tough, man. Everyone thinks that, it's just you get paid to play video games. That's cool. And that's it. They don't think about the whole production and how you do it. Dude, the thumbnail. You got to make up 3 things in YouTube. You got to have a good thumbnail. So you probably made that yourself in the first early days. You got to have a good title, and then you've got to have the content to follow it up once people click on it. Like the pressure there is huge. You got to hit 3 things. The KPIs there are huge. It's insane. And then you got to have the right length of video. Like the average in 2018 was like a 20-minute video, but now it's like 8. So
yeah, dude, people attention spans are fried. They're fried, and yeah, it's a pretty hard system to figure out as well, because you can have the best video ever. You would love this video so much, but you upload it and nothing happens because the title is a little off or the thumbnail is a little off, but the video is so good, or the video doesn't have the right algorithm triggers for YouTube to promote it. People don't watch it enough. People don't interact with it well enough.
Yep.
It's there's a lot of things that come into play that are not easy to deal with.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And look, I want to delve into a little bit of what do your parents think about your opportunity and role to work doing YouTube videos? Like, how did they take it on board, and did they take it well, or were they like, what the hell, or like, because it's not traditional being a content creator. It's still It's not as common nowadays, but run me through that, man, because it's an interesting conversation that I have with everyone on this podcast.
My parents were very supportive because if you would see me back then, I would be like, yeah, this is it. Like, this is 100% going to be it. I finally have the opportunity to do this and give this a shot full time. I made sure I made enough a month to actually take a gap year.
Yep.
And my parents supported that, so I'm glad they did, and they allowed me to do so. My mom's always been very supportive of me doing the creative, of pursuing that creative side, and obviously with financial backbone like that just helped a lot, that I could actually take that leap.
No, that's great.
So yeah, they're definitely very supportive of that, and they support me in whatever I do now too.
That's awesome. That's great, man. And you were saying before that back in 2018, you never showed your face. You were overweight and whatever. Run me through your fitness journey. Tell me about it, because a lot of gamers have a large sedentary behavior. I love getting in the gym. I'm about to go to gym at 9 o'clock in the next hour and a bit to go hit some boxing,
Nice.
man. You want to come hit some pads with me, man? Fly down. But run me through the journey, man. How do you feel after a workout? And start from the beginning of, where you were sitting, how you were sitting mentally, compared to where you are now. Tell me about it.
Dude, I was just down bad. I was not happy with what I looked like in the mirror. I was really overweight. Really overweight. Like, you guys work in kilos, right? So I was about 120 kilos, and I'm 6'7". So luckily I have a tall frame.
6'7", bro. Dude,
I can have it. I can have that amount of weight on me and play it off, but I had to have a moon face. Like, my face like so round. I would enter a very depressed period, and I would just not eat a lot. I think I even went vegan for like half a year, and I just lost a lot of weight, pretty malnourished. And at that point I was skinny fat, and I really wanted to make a change. So I've already dabbled into the gym here and there a little bit, and I just didn't really know what I was doing in the gym. But that didn't stop me, because I just wanted to build the habit of going. So I kept going. I just went and I went. And eventually, like, I started picking up on the good feeling it gave me. I just felt like fresh after I left the gym, and I got addicted to it. I would just use machines, like no free range weights, which is the only thing I do now. But yeah, that kind of like got me addicted to the gym. I took my before picture, and that really marked the start of my journey, which that before picture I took about 2 years ago, in a week or 2 weeks. I took it 2 years ago, and I was just like, I look like a pear, like like this. Like, I just had the hips and shit. Like, I wanted to look like a Dorito.
Hey, them hips don't lie,
Yeah, man. God damn, my hips surely didn't lie. Straight up donut fueled hips. But
hey, they were damn good donuts, though, man. Damn good donuts.
Dude, I had to make a change. So, I mean, if you really want to make a change, you surround yourself with everything that you need to make a change. Like, I started watching a lot of YouTube content about fitness. For example, when I just got into it, I started watching a lot of David Lade. Get really motivated by that. I shortly after found out about Z's, and
you love Z's, bro? That's why you sent that photo.
Yeah, man, I'm
he's
all
Aussie?
about it. Yeah, I know, he was from Melbourne.
That's
I
where
think.
I'm from, bro. He's always.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, dude, this is a big inspiration. He inspired me to get shredded as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can say bad words or whatever,
No,
but
you
like,
can,
I got
man.
really I got shredded last summer.
Ziz, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I decided to just strip down. I was pleased with what I saw, because it's just like that mental picture you make, like, oh, this is what I can achieve.
Yep.
Very happy with that. But currently I'm bulking. I'm more on a powerlifting program. I after like 2.5 years of training, I still haven't hit a 100-kilo bench.
Yep.
Because my range of motion.
Oh,
It's like, if I unrack,
far.
dude, it's because because I'm so tall, like when I unrack, it's already like half a rep for me, and
Yeah.
it's just not my genetics. But then again, I did last week hit my 200 kilogram deadlift, so I'm gonna be emphasizing on that, and 160 kilo squat. So I wouldn't
Nice.
even say my numbers are that bad, but more focused on powerlifting, and I just love sharing that with people because I know how I felt when I back then, and I know how I feel now, and I'm just way more happy now.
Absolutely, man.
So
And I
yeah,
think that it's tough, man, because I know that this is a very controversial thing that I'm just about to say, but I understand that it's great to accept everyone for how they look, size wise. But
for sure,
the
for
tough
sure.
part, the thing that people are misperceiving is the fact that they're perceiving that as it's great and healthy to be overweight, which it's not. We all
No,
know that.
no.
Like you look at a fat person, you're like, wow, man, your heart is under a lot of pressure. You're only alive
Mm-hmm.
now because of how young you are, and
Yeah,
it's the visceral fat is extremely dangerous and deadly with inside you, and you really got to. The weight loss on the outside is just a bonus of the weight loss on the inside, and you know people see if no one says congratulations, Johnny, you put on 10 kilos. No. People say congratulations, Johnny, you just lost 20 kilos. No, you don't see people
yeah.
clapping about putting on 20 kilos, do you? You know what I mean?
Unless
Like,
it's a muscle,
unless it's
but
hey,
fat, hell no.
unless you're this blood.
Yeah, bro. No, no one. Nah, yeah, you're right about that. Like, but nowadays people are so soft when it gets to this. Like, yeah, I mean, everybody should feel comfortable in their own skin. I 100%
Yeah,
agree. But it doesn't mean that people who are overweight should be praised for being proud of being overweight and
yeah,
pushing that message to the masses. I think that's absolutely twisted. It's so unhealthy. I think it's way more healthy to have a gym addiction, or let's say just a pre-workout addiction in that matter, than be overweight and risk your life that way. So definitely don't really agree with where that vision nowadays is going, but
no, I
it is what
understand.
it is. Makes the shredder cunt stand out more.
Hey, that's it, man. Hey, for one person to be more shredded, bro, and bigger,
Yeah.
another person must fall.
Do,
You know what I mean?
people there's probably some people listening right now that might want to lose a few kilos or pounds. Like,
Yeah,
it's not that hard. It's literally not that hard. There's so many different things you can do, but the most important thing you could do is watch what you eat. Like, I use the app on my phone, my Fitness Pal, and I just put in everything that I eat. I put it in the app. It has you can use a scanner on your phone to scan the barcode, and it automatically puts in the food you're eating. It's that simple. And if you find out about a caloric deficit, which means like your body at a base rate burns a certain amount of calories without you doing anything, just for existing. If you eat below that, it doesn't have to be much. Like, you'll lose weight.
that's it.
What
You
I
got to
did a
find
lot,
out your BMR, your base metabolic rate, is what you're talking about.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly. What I did a lot when I lost a lot of weight was I just went for walks. It's not heavy exercise. I put on a nice podcast, listen to my favorite songs. I would just go for walks, 1 hour, 1.5, sometimes two, if I was feeling it and the weather was nice. Yeah, it's really not that hard, and you'll feel so much better. It's worth it because I lost about, I would say, 30 kilos in 1.5 years, which is that's pretty good. Like 1.5 or 2 years.
Damn.
You can do it too. Everybody can do it.
Oh yeah, man. You just got to put your mind to it. Mind over. You know what the toughest part I say to everyone is? Getting to the gym, putting your shoes on,
Yeah.
and getting there. Once you're there,
Mm-hmm.
you feel obligated to do it. And
Mm-hmm.
the thing about it, like through COVID, everyone's like, oh, because of COVID, kilos and stuff. Like, I understand people need the gym to have motivation, but dude, myself, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I did? I worked out with some fucking dumbbells in the kitchen, on the floor, on a mat. And I was doing body pump
Mm-hmm.
classes. I was doing like a spin class because my parents had a bike. You know, I do that once a week. I got into skipping, man. I do a ton of skipping, bro, once a week. 10 minutes of skipping a day is the equivalent
Mm-hmm.
of a 30-minute run. So
Yeah.
it's
If you
just,
really want it, you'll
yeah,
find ways to do it.
you just got to stay on top of it, man. Do the motion. Even if you go there and just go through the motions, it's something. And the big part about it is you've just got to be in a deficit. It's as simple as that. All these diets, the keto diet, the vegan diet, the vegetarian diet, the carnivore diet, you're all always in a deficit. And it's just, it doesn't matter what diet you have, you're always in a deficit. And if you can achieve a deficit and just eat a little bit less, it's just as simple as that, you know.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite meals, like home cooked, is probably a steak, some roast potatoes, and some broccoli. I love that shit. And you feel full as shit, but then afterwards, you kind of, and you're not as sleepy because you're having a nice intake of iron, and you'll understand that too. Like I should probably be sleeping a bit more, but I've got to edit all my videos myself. They're not going to edit themselves, so I don't have that income to be able to do that. But having a steak to make you feel less lethargic and more awake, dude, you'd understand that, man. Once you lost that weight, you feel better mentally, physically, and like it's insane, man.
Yeah, like my metabolic rate is about 3,300 calories.
Yep.
This is what I just burn without doing anything, without working out.
Yep.
Just by existing. And when I was on my cut, I was on like 2,500 calories for about 2-3 months. So after being on that low of amount of calories for me, like 800 calories in a deficit, my libido eventually, like, it got bad. I wouldn't get erections. I would just like feel pretty bad because my hormones would shut down. And then as I went on vacation, I started eating regularly again, and it's just inexplainable how great I felt regularly eating and taking care of my diet again. It's just so important to have that in check, and I can not stress it enough. And I love helping people with that.
No, that's awesome, man. So for a beginner in the gym, what workout would you suggest for them to do? Trying to lose weight.
First time in the gym, it's not really about the workout you do. It's really about just going, building the habit. Pick 5 days a week that you want to go, or 4 days, depending on how many times you want to go, and go. Every single time you set out to go, it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't even matter if you work out when you're in the gym. Just build the habit of going. You might as well go to the gym and talk to someone and leave. As long as you've been to the gym and built the habit of going, that's it. As you said, like, getting to the gym is the hardest part. If you don't want to go to the gym, the only thing you have to do is grab your bag with your gym supplies, put on your shoes, and you'll be already on your way to the gym. Because I don't know if you've ever had it, but when I'm cleaning my apartment, I don't want to clean at all. I just pick up one little thing and put it in its place. And then it starts this chain reaction that you just want to keep going. You want to keep going. Same thing as with the gym and building the habit. But for actual exercise, I'll keep it simple. Your legs are going to burn you the most calories. So do some leg presses. You can't really fuck those up.
It's just the no fuck up thing, man. Just the no fuck up leg thing, dude. It's just, look, legs, even just hop on the treadmill. If you're like, go for a walk outside, but go to the treadmill, jump on that for 10 minutes before you work out. Maybe do a little bit of bench press, everything light, do light stuff. So even start on the cables. Use the machines, do a little bit of legs, do a little bit of abs, do a little bit of bench, do a bit of pull. So rows and whatnot, and just, build the fundamentals, the chest, back, tries, buys, and some legs. But like you said, legs are better than most, because after a leg day, I totally understand. Like, it's half your body, man. Dude, you're fucked. Like, if you do it right, you're fucked, bro. You can't walk properly, and you're like, holy shit.
Try sitting on the toilet the next day, like, it sucks, dude.
Your glutes, man, are like, oh. Yeah. Do you have a massage gun?
Yeah, I do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I got one, man.
They really help.
My parents got me one for my birthday, and I'm so grateful for it, man. Although I'm getting a little bit lazy with my stretching, because the gun isn't a stretching machine. You're the same, dude. I need to get on top of it. I just don't do it because I don't have time, in a way. It's just like I get out.
Sometimes before bed, I do a little yoga. I like just stretch my spine, but not really my legs are don't really roll them out or whatever. Yeah.
No, that's fair enough, man. Fair enough. But dude, that's it's coming to the end of the podcast now, man. I know, dude, it's flown. It's been 40 minutes, man, roughly. Once again, thank you so much for your time, dude. I've got one last question, okay? It's something that I always debate about with my community, and it might be a little bit different because you're in a different country. But where do you store your butter? If you have butter, do you store it in the fridge or the pantry?
In the fridge. Yeah, I store it in the fridge.
In the fridge, okay. And you have butter.
What's the most common answer? The most common answer?
Well, recently it has been the fridge. I will say it. It has been the fridge. Personally, I'm in the cupboard. Okay. Did you want me to tell you why?
Because I would assume so, that it's like easier to spread because butter in the fridge is like hard.
That's right. That's the only reason, because I get it out on toast, and if you have fresh bread, it's just gonna dough up and like a freaking snowball. So I'm just like,
no, you're right. Yeah. I actually had that today.
Everyone that I say that to, everyone too, they're like, dude, you're absolutely right, but they keep it in the fridge. So we ain't here to change trends, or maybe we are. I don't know. I don't know. But from the Netherlands, thank you so much for coming on my podcast, MATTCS. You're a champion.
Thank you for having me.
Keep continuing your awesome fitness journey, and make sure to go check him out on youtube.com/MATTCS. Is there anywhere else that you want to plug for yourself, dude, before we head off?
Yeah, my Instagram, MATTCS. Not really active, but
hey, you be seeing plenty of that at the gym, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man, hey, just quick question before we go. I know we're going over time here, and I've got another question. So Ziz,
sure.
Just a quick one on Ziz. Do you wear a bum bag at gym? You know, the front little bag?
No, I don't. No, I don't wear that. No, I don't wear the fanny pack. No.
All right, man. All right, dude. Thank you so much for coming on to the podcast, episode 6 of GFreak Speaks. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, remember, stay safe, stay swole, and boom, baby.
See you later.